Hello, and good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the stream where you join me as we drink some delicious tea, English breakfast tea once again, and do some programming. So, if you'll recall, the Wednesday, I believe, last stream, we're working on trying to get a to render a window using like the Win32 API and dump stuff into that to sort of build our own platform independent rendering solution from scratch. And while that will still be an ongoing project, I've actually been called back to our friend, the Expo React Native Fitness app, to add some features to it. Because I know something you don't know. I have I have one, maybe two users who actually want this. Yes, those two users are my dad and his friend, who are also gym bros. But that is more than zero. And I figured, what the heck? I've got a week before I see them really on Thanksgiving, and can like deploy an app to them and show them, see how like actually useful it is. So we'll give it a shot. We'll use that time productively. Um, so there are a couple things we have to get going here. Number one is like actually just getting like the core functionality of this a little touched up. So there's some like front end stuff that is still screwy here. So we can open up another tab. Uh, the some of the stuff in our front end is not getting like gridded correctly. We just haven't developed a solution for that. Like, all of this crap is sort of not aligned. Excuse me. I've got to go figure out a better solution for that. There are a couple things to add to the UI as well. Give me a sec. I think I better get my slippers. 1 second. With some warm toes, hopefully that won't keep happening. What was I saying? But yeah, there are a couple more features to add. Some basic stuff like modifying the number of sets that you want in your workout, how many sets you're doing a day, tracking number of sets per week, which I've talked to my dad. Again, he's he's kind of a fitness nut, um, and that seems to be a pretty good metric to target. Track body weight, the ability to do ladders, which I think I would like actually too. That would help me out. And then I just added some more info. Right now we're just trying to keep everything with just calisthenic lifts. So trying to minimize, adding weight variables and stuff for each lift. The only one I actually do need that immediately for is my pull ups. Um, I'm using like a resistance band or something to just get more volume in them. But anyway, there's like some more bare minimum type functionality that would be important to get into this thing, um, as well as like after you do a workout, uh, figuring out like a better way to do the persistent storage, um, than just creating a SQLite database like locally and then just having that live there, grow forever with no backup. So at some point I'll look into like uh, I don't really know what the solutions for that are. Like I know Vercel has some kind of I don't want to pull it up, but Vercel has some kind of Postgres uh, like database they can attach to your app that that like keeps scaling, doing all the stuff you need it to do. Of course, they have to figure out like auth and all this crap too. So there's a lot of like creepy, cloudy stuff there that we don't really have to do for my 3 users, but is good to think about. Um, and then what I kind of really like is some information locally to parse through your the data you've generated and make some good visuals to show you like how many days in a row you've been doing your workout for, like if you've been hitting your goals for those days, that kind of stuff. Again, this is not anything like super revolutionary. I'm sure there are other fitness apps out there. Um, and talking to my dad, he's used a number of them, but a lot of them are quite heavyweight. They have like videos and all these extra features to like show you how to do certain workouts. Um, I think right now we're just trying to make something like light and easy and fast that you just like whip out, not like that, during your workout, and then you literally it just knows what reps you were likely to have done, and you just click next, and you're logging, right. So make this as like painless as possible to use during a workout is uh, is my goal, and we're obviously not quite there because this is still an Expo app, so deploying it and keeping it on your phone. First, let's do our sip. Before we keep talking. I'm talking very fast because I overbrewed this tea, temperature wise, and so if you do too high temperature on tea, you extract like all the caffeine out in one shot. I can feel it. I can feel it when I've skill issued myself. Um, but yeah, so we have what was I even saying? Yeah, make this as like painless as possible. Make this actually deployable onto a phone for real, which is either going to be how to figure out how to sideload the app and host it somewhere to be able to do that, and see if that is like a real solution or not. I might have to pay Tim Cook, right, to go get an Apple developer account. I have some like screwed up stuff going on there with like a couple different Apple IDs that I've used over the years. So I'm gonna try to get Apple to fix some of that. And then I have the the problem of not being able to compile to iOS and debug into it into native iOS stuff. My only option for that right now is using EAS, which is the Expo's cloud building solution. But you have to wait in queue for that. You only get so many builds a month and everything. So they're, because it's a SaaS, they're trying to make money off of it. So I want to see if I have an old MacBook lying around that admittedly is a piece of junk. But I was able to sort of Hackintosh latest Mac OS onto it. I don't know if I should be saying that, if that's breaching TOS. I don't know. It's Mac hardware. It's my hardware. So Tim Cook, if you've got a problem with that, you let me know, or don't, because please don't sue me. That would be absurd. But like the main problem with it now is basically that it's got like a disk hard drive in it, which is slow as balls because it's this thing is like a 2011 MacBook that I fried the GPU on. So I have an extra SSD in one of my other like deceased computers that I could like transfer into my MacBook, see if it's like performant enough to using that as the boot drive. Well, first see if I can get that to work as the boot drive. Then see if it's performant enough to compile and run an Xcode debugger on it. And if that works out, that'd be great. That's a $0 solution. Probably a pain in the ass thing to get working, but $0 solution versus buying a Mac, buying a Mac Mini and just leaving it on my desk, SSHing into it, and doing all that stuff. Very sad. Or just using EAS for this for now, which is probably the most likely solution. Because I right now I don't know enough about mobile native apps to know like what the problems are that I would need to debug into for that. Um, yeah, I just don't know enough about the platform to know what I need. But obviously I'm anticipating dealing with some hassle, and probably again like the best workflow is for developing iOS is on an actual Mac, so that might be able to bite at some point in the future. But again, probably not while I only have two non-paying users because it's my dad. And after that, of course, there's like some stupid garbage like creating an actual name for the app, making an icon probably in ChatGPT, and page content and all that stuff. Um, as well as probably getting it on the Play Store too. I have no idea the Play Store ecosystem at all. I don't really know much about Android. I've never daily driven an Android. I have daily driven a Mac in the past, so I kind of remember some of the things going on there. But Android's kind of like a foreign, foreign place to me that I would like some more experience in. And publishing an app, getting that up would be cool. Um, Even though I'm gonna be doing this at cost, at cost, pretty severely. Um, I think it's a worthwhile thing to go in and do spend like another week or so adding some features to this thing. Especially, I'm getting like people who actually want it, so that is a good sign. So yeah, we'll do that. I will probably spend some time like on the weekend, maybe off stream, continuing along with Handmade Hero, in setting up Windows platform layer for dealing with OS stuff and uh, graphics, all that crap. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if I'll do it on stream because I might be doing it like throughout the day, just kind of on the side and stuff. So if things jump ahead, it's because I'm still working. I can't always work on stream, but I can work. Okay, so all that said and done, let's actually get started here before I get called. I do have a call I'm eventually gonna have to take, I believe, sometime this morning. So we will endeavor to to get as much done in that time as we can, or at least one commit. Because all I'm looking for is to keep up my current GitHub streak, because this is the longest streak I've ever had. Um, and as if we can just keep that going, then I'll be a real developer. Not that I'm not a real developer. I am an actual software engineer. Anyway, okay, so we'll just jump right into it here. The things that probably we got a couple of things to try to do first here. Uh, I think fixing the GUI to figure out how to align everything correctly seems like an issue that should be tackled pretty soon. Um, and that's because I think like I fix this problem now. Um, I don't have to keep dealing with it, and I know how to fix it going forward as I build out a bunch more UI elements. I think it is probably worth investing time into now, even though it's not like a real feature. Um, because other than that, I think the most interesting thing for me that I would like to actually do is probably create the stats screen at the end and the workout calendar to track like how you're doing. I think all of this stuff is the things that I will try that will take up the bulk of the week, and then screwing around with Apple and making up this thing will be, I'll cram this in like at the last possible minute. Okay, so let's try. Yes, we are spending the day, the morning, trying to figure out how to align divs correctly, and that is always going to be a recipe for success. So let's see here. I think what I need to do is I need to go into the component, this component here, and probably add some kind of something to pad these out, to give them some absolute values, because they're all like kind of variable, right? Like obviously here we have like, oh god damn it, oh shit, oh god, which one of them is it? Okay, the actual names of each of our exercises are variable in terms of like the amount of characters, and then the number of digits in like these can be variable too. And like once that starts happening, like we're really screwed. Everything starts shifting around and doing funky stuff. So I want to try to fix some of this stuff out. If fixing some of this stuff out goes longer than this morning, I will pivot to adding these other features, because that is officially too much time fucking around on centering divs. So let's see here. Now, what I don't know is, again, I don't know all of the like granularity in CSS for things that you can add to it, but I kind of know now how to find some of this stuff, which is good. Okay. So I think it might be worth it to just hard code some of these like widths, right? And so we would do that where we want like each cell basically to be, oops. Yeah, we're still working on some of that stuff. We want each cell to sort of be like a quarter of the screen. So is that possible? Also, I don't know if I have the right thing open. Okay. How do I do percent? Well, that's clearly did not do that right. Clear fix hack. Why did that? It not like that. Oh, that would do it. Yeah, see, this is already annoying me, unfortunately. Still Wow, this is taking a long ass time to come back up. Alright, unfortunately, my time has run up before I have to take my call. I'm going to have to do that. I might pop the stream back on in like half an hour or so. Look for that. Expect one of those, and we will continue fucking around with making all these grid elements aligned. All right, thank you for watching. Sorry it's a light on coding stream, but you know, big news. Getting users, getting customers, that's all fun stuff. All right, so goodbye for now. Stay hydrated.